Hey guys, what's good? We're back in another episode with me, Hassan Rahman, in the podcast. So hari ni we have another special guest, another unique stories. So basically, as you guys know, where kita interview kita punya past guests where we spoke about ex-convict, their struggles and everything. So this time round is going to be a little bit different. So I just want to dive in today with my guest over here, which is Mariam.
Yes.
Thank you, Mariam, for coming. So I think the viewers might be surprised lah, macam okay, this is another guest. They're gonna talk about the same ex-convict thing, tapi actually tak. We're not gonna talk about ex-convict today. So we're gonna talk more about struggles lah. I think what she went through, basically kebanyakan pun ladies out there might be facing the same thing. But of course, different people handle differently.
Yep.
You see? Yeah, so we want to know who is Mariam actually. So Mariam, how was your upbringing?
Upbringing wow. Actually, my background is not really that deep lah. Like my parents is present, my siblings is present. It's just that I've always been the black sheep of the family because I always
sheep.
wanted. Yeah.
Who label you the black sheep?
I am the black sheep. So yeah, like I felt that way because I think I've always wanted attention. From my parents, but they are always working.
Okay.
So I think when I was I graduated from like PSLE to secondary school. From Pasir Ris, I straight away shoot all the way to Yishun.
It's because of the pergaulan dekat sana?
I mean like because of hockey, I go to Northland Secondary.
Oh, okay.
Yes, so Northland Secondary is all the way in Yishun. But when I was in that school, that's where all the nonsense happened lah.
I see.
Yeah, so pergaulan, how the school is. Northland Secondary is one of the worst.
Yeah, I do heard, but I heard now Northland is one of the good schools in Yishun.
Yes,
Kan?
yes.
Yeah.
But back then was one of the worst.
Correct,
Name
correct.
it, you got all these kids from boys' home, girls' home.
Yep.
Like even in their teens, they have like tattoos everywhere. It's just very wild lah.
Yep.
Yeah, so it's like from Pasir Ris, a very like chill place, to Yishun is like, whoa, this is something different.
Then what happened to your hockey?
Nothing. I didn't even pursue it. I don't even go for my CCA, honestly. So, start to mix around. I was in Express actually.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was in Express, but I start to mix with like normal acad, normal tech, then attention, then after school lepak, and then mix out with other schools and all these. Wah, then become sungsang rabak seh.
But how was your studies back then?
Studies wah, I don't know maybe I'm born smart Just kidding.
So you didn't flop at all lah. Kira studies masih maintain lah.
Masih maintain. So I mean from Express I did drop. I did still go up lah. I still level up to like Sec 2 or what. But Sec 2 onwards I become like normal acad.
I see.
Normal acad, but throughout like I have never stayed back. Yeah. So N level all I pass.
I see.
Yeah.
Tapi just the conduct aja lah.
The conducts conduct, then skip school and all this. Bapa hantar pergi sekolah, then panjat gate and things like that lah.
I
So,
think that's quite the usual stuff lah. But I mean kita selalu dengar the boys will do this.
Yes.
Kita jarang dengar when the girls like share that diorang cabut sekolah ni semua.
because I don't like mixing with girls. Yeah, I always mix with boys.
I see,
Yeah,
okay.
because I felt like macam you know like brother lah, you know like.
Faham. Ada abang angkat, adik angkat pun ada.
Tak ada. That one no. I don't really play that. But I mix around with a lot of then all these kids baru nak naik, then got baju lah, all these. Then I am like a girlfriend with someone who like main baju and all these. Yeah, so it all starts there lah. So my upbringing, family background, perfect. I mean, it's just the attention that I'm not getting.
I see.
Yeah, it's just the one.
Tapi when was it that you realise macam benda ni actually macam meripik Then you decided to macam okay lah, let's stop all this lah.
When I realised when I start, only when I'm like in my 20s. So throughout like in my teenage years, like I've always mixed around with all the North people. I rarely mix with the Easties. I see how their background, then like how their parents are with them, how one house can house so many people.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Rumah pot
like
lah.
rumah
Okay.
pot sih. So like
Faham.
you can see, wow, you see when I look back, I was like, oh, what the hell was I thinking?
Tapi as anak perempuan
Yes.
how does it affect your relationship with your parents?
Wah, initially my parents was very strict, even sampai pernah kena lock kat rumah and all that. But I was very rebellious, so like I will like break the grill because my house is corridor. Or break the grill, panjat, keluar. I don't
But you
care.
have freedom lah from your parents.
Ish, you know, like kasih pada, you know, like take it back and things like that. But like on certain part where like I'm at the peak where friends are more important than anyone else. So that's when they start to lock me. My abang start to like macam step in and like you know like kau tak boleh keluar, you know, like all those things ah. That's when I become very rebel. So I lari rumah. That's when I lari rumah, 2 weeks later I got like police court, and then that's when my dad start to tone down. Like because he don't want me to lari rumah again.
Yep.
So that's when I start to be like more wild lah.
Tapi tak pernah masuk dalam gesum semua, tak
Pernah.
pernah. Oh pernah for what, BBC?
Something I don't want to talk about.
Okay.
But I was in girls' home for just detention.
Okay, this is during your teenage years lah.
I was in Sec 3.
Okay, but it's a very short term
Very short
punya
term.
ni.
I still remember it during I was 15 years old. Then I was in girls' home for a month for detention. Then I came out for tagging 6 months. Wah, tu lagi rabak sih. Pasal seorang pun pakai tagging kat sekolah. Kira lau chow lah. You know like, wah,
rasa
you know
cakul
like,
lah. Dah level up lah
pailang
kira.
lah. You know like, yeah. So, all those kind of things that I go through. Then probation, I almost get recalled back to girls' home. Yeah, but I don't know, maybe my parents, I think my mom's doa has always worked. You know, like at the certain point, like, you know, you keep on wanting to do bad things, but at a certain point you're like, you know, enough ah.
Yep.
But then you do other bad things. Yeah. So like it keeps on going on and on, you know, like drugs and all this. Until to the point like start to be legal, then club and all these.
Yep.
So
it gets wilder and wilder as you
it gets
age lah.
wilder and wilder.
Okay.
Like,
And
but
do you really enjoy yourself at that point of time? Macam
did,
ada tak macam rasa aku nak stop lah. Macam you know lagi especially macam going against agama and all this, and then knowing that your mum and dad gave you chance, when ada rasa macam bila nak stop
not really, but I felt that because I started young, that the years stretch like I didn't start late. So at the point where I turned 20, I felt like it's quite tiring.
Dah boring lah.
Yeah, dah boring. I'm not even 21. Yeah, 21 yet. So at the age of 20, then I met my ex-husband.
21.
20.
Okay.
Yeah, I met my ex-husband, and then we decided to settle down.
Okay.
At such a young age, you know.
Okay.
Yeah, I decided to settle down. So that's when we got married at the end of the year when I turned 21.
Okay.
Yeah.
And was that a turning point for you? Macam
it was,
dah kahwin, dah
it
settle
was,
down.
Yeah,
okay.
it was.
So life dah kira dah macam back to normal lah kira.
That is actually not a norm for me because
Okay.
I've always been wild. You know, then like that is such a new journey.
Yep.
Yeah. So like when I went into the marriage, like my mindset is like, you know, okay, you know, I'm married, you know, I have a kid, you know, I'm gonna settle down, you know, like that's my turning point lah. So I leave everything behind.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you managed to went through that smoothly like the transition.
Smoothly, yes. The transition was good, but of course a lot of backlash because people know how wild I was. They were like, ni apa? Semalam kau mimpi dapat hidayah apa? You know, like those kind of things. So a lot of people
still have that stigma towards you. Okay.
And I lost a lot of friends. I think 80% of my friends is gone.
But those friends are those yang clubbing, yang ni semua.
all those.
I mean, it's worth losing them lah,
Yes,
kan?
yeah.
Okay.
So, I mean, looking at myself now, but I am proud of some of them lah. They did change also.
But you mentioned that you realised this in your 20s. This is the point where after you got married lah.
Actually, I had the realization few months before.
Few months before? Bila?
Few months before marriage.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
before
That's
we
where you
are.
decided to settle down. Macam
Yes.
you want to go to the next phase of life into
Yeah.
getting married.
Yeah, so I was like,
Okay.
I just want to settle down and leave
Yeah.
everything behind.
Mm-hmm.
I felt that I have menyusahkan my parents
Yep, yep.
so much.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And you
like
have a new responsibility because you had a kid at that point
yes,
of
I have a
time.
kid. Yeah,
So I
so
understand that you also went through separation.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
after almost 10 years.
So 10 years in the marriage
Yes,
and you went through a separation. So I
yes,
believe that that must be quite difficult for you because that was not just one point where you are at the lowest. Something happened along there. Maybe you can share.
okay. So the marriage itself is something that takes like a decade away, like
Yep.
out of my life.
Mm.
A lot of things happen during the marriage that leads to me finding out. I mean, technically he has been cheating lah throughout
Okay,
the
understand.
marriage lah.
Mm.
Throughout. I've always been faithful. I've always been loyal. I've
Mm.
always stayed committed to the marriage.
Okay.
But he cheated multiple times. Then at one point, I found out for the fourth time. Then we decided like, you know what? I think this is it. Like, I just want to get a divorce. That's when like I went for a solo trip.
Okay.
I went for a solo trip to Japan. Then for 2 weeks, then I came back. I was like, I am serious about divorce. So 5 days after my trip,
Okay.
I was on my way to work. So that's when, that's when one of the worst thing that I could imagine happened to my life. So I got into an accident.
Okay.
I was riding to work in the afternoon.
You have a motorbike at that
Yes.
point of time? Okay.
Yeah. So I was riding to work, and then just at a small road, you where you least expect things to happen. A double-decker bus on the opposite side
Okay.
just swerve and bang me.
Hit to hit.
So like I'm going, okay, so for example, it's a small road, so only 2 lanes.
Okay.
So the other side also 2 lanes. So the bus is supposed to turn right lah. So I am going straight on the
Okay.
second lane. So the traffic light is the old traffic light yang you can turn when the road is clear.
Yep,
Not
yep.
the turn on green.
Yeah.
So I didn't expect the bus to turn lah, because of course you can see me when
Yeah.
I'm riding. So the bus just turned and bang me. Like I wasn't even there. So the bang, bukan the stop, the bang, they dragged me for a few meters.
So dia the tayar pun lenyek sekali.
So because it's okay, luckily it was a double decker bus, so the front punya part of the bus is very low.
Low, yeah.
So my bike was the one that actually saved me from going under the
What?
bus. Yeah, so I was
Okay.
stuck like that. Then drag like
And
that.
you realise perasan benda ni terjadi.
I couldn't
dah
remember.
blackout already
I
lah.
couldn't remember. No, I was okay. I think there's a few Grab riders took pictures. I have pictures lah. If you need, I can send it to you. Take pictures of me sitting beside the bus, like in days. Like one uncle was helping me out. So in days, I was still conscious, but I couldn't remember. The last thing I remembered was my mom saying to me, kau nak pack makan tak? Ibu pack kan? Then I'm like, no, orang dah lambat. Then I left. Yeah, so I left, and that was the last thing I remember.
Okay.
I don't even remember like
Exactly what happened during the accident.
yes. Like it's in like passing, like, but I cannot remember like the bang. I only remembered macam in like macam how to say like macam mana like dia macam ada tak ada kind of scene in my
Faham,
mind.
understand.
So I was going, I wasn't on my phone, my phone in my bag. I wasn't listening to earpiece. It was just nothing. Like I'm just going to work. Yeah.
And all of a sudden tu kena langgar dengan bus.
So it's a double decker bus. I still remember bus 81.
Cuman okay,
Yeah.
okay.
So double decker bus bang, then serit. The injury that I sustained was
what was it?
crazy.
Okay.
So I went through 10 surgeries.
So you went to ICU, coma, masuk?
Yes, I was in coma for 4 days.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was conscious until I reached ICU. Then just like gone.
Okay.
Like in coma for 4 days. So what the story that has been told to me, that when I reached the hospital, they contacted my mom and told my mom that they couldn't wait for her consent because I was losing a lot of blood already. They need to straight away bring me to operating theatre because my liver almost severed into half.
Oish.
Yes, so
Okay.
because of the impact. So liver almost severed into half. They really need to. Then I have laceration on my tongue. I think because of the impact of the visor, cut through my tongue.
Oish.
Yeah, so cut through my tongue, kena jahit. Then my hair got laceration. My hair burn. Multiple fracture on my feet. Then the other feet also fracture. Then my spine has some fracture as well, but very minimal. Yeah, my thumb broken.
Okay.
Yes. So all these injuries, I sustain lah. So I have to go through. The surgery is the most important one. Is this part lah. Yeah. So they cut from here, below my chest, all the way down, open, just to join back the liver. But I was losing a lot of blood. So they need to transfuse blood. So they leave me gaping open on the operating table. They only continued the operation like the next day.
Okay.
Yeah, because they need to pump blood first, baru they continue. So throughout that 4 days, I was heavily sedated. I didn't realize.
Then bila tu, how many days that you baru sadar?
So I
from
had
the
an
operation?
accident on Monday. I only woke up Thursday night.
Itu dah macam quite normal lah, macam
No.
dazing, still dazing juga.
Dia punya, it's like I'm like floating really, like, because I think heavily dosage on fentanyl. So really, like, I was just, when I first thing I opened my eyes, I saw like people crying. I was like, aku dah mati ke apa sial? I was like, oh tak lah sial, ni hospital sial, what happened? Then I realised I cannot talk because I got tubes here, I got tubes everywhere. Then I was pinned to the bed, I couldn't move and all that. So
You mentioned at that point of time you already made the decision to divorce. Means
yes.
belum official lagi.
Belum official lagi.
Okay.
Belum official lagi. He
So-
thinks I'm still playing. Yeah, he thinks like dia ni
Kita okay lah.
pujuk-pujuk sikit okay. You know,
Okay.
like those kind of things, because that's how it has always been the
So
case.
does this accident help you guys to reconcile and make the relationship better or no?
No, he thinks that this accident happened, it nullifies everything. Yeah, so he thought that like, okay, I could just pretend to be in the hospital for her, yada yada. But little did you know, he does worse stuff when I was in a coma. Yes.
Okay, so
Yeah.
that means, okay, I'm very surprised because you are a fitness enthusiast. No, hearing your injuries macam malu sih. Dia yang injured macam gini, boleh jadi powerlifter, boleh gini. Habis kita yang adik-adik punya sakit, tak nak pergi gym, tak nak apa. But I mean, okay, after the accident, eventually you still officially divorced lah.
Yes, so like, okay, after because total stay in the hospital was about 17 to 18 days.
Oh, that's long, okay.
Yes, 18 days. So I was wheelchair bound.
Okay.
I was wheelchair bound for, doctors say like, you cannot walk like in 6 to 9 months. I was like, I've always been mobile. Can you imagine, like, suddenly this thing was taken away from you? You cannot walk at all, you know.
You're a very active person before this. Because I
Very
remember
like
you said
gym on a daily basis.
you
then
suka hockey kan, so I think you're a very active person.
Yeah, then go out with friends, then my kids and all that. I am very like mobile everywhere. I am always busy. You know, like you walk everywhere. It's like very accessible. But the moment that day is just like you cannot walk at all.
Were you worried at that point of time that you will be paralyzed?
No, because I still feel my legs. I still feel everything. It's just that I just felt like, oh, you know what? Maybe doctor is bullshitting. I can walk now.
Yeah,
you know,
correct.
that is the kind of
Because dah
feeling.
tengah semangat dia dah dekat sana
yes,
kan.
like, but then doctor show me all the X-ray.
Uish.
Then they show me, wow, my feet was wrapped and it's
Then doctor cakap berapa lama you can start to going back being active?
he say it depends on your recovery. You are looking at walking maybe 9 months later.
you dah bingit lah tu lah. Dah macam 9 months.
merepek, aku tak ada time tau.
Yeah. Lagi
So
ni,
it
it's
was
not your fault. It's not your fault also, right?
Exactly. So you imagine how drained emotionally and mentally
Yeah.
I was in the hospital, on the hospital bed, and then on top of that, my ex-husband still argues with me on the bed. Like I told him, like, you know, don't think that whatever happens to me now, I don't want a divorce. And he say, engkau accident tak accident dan nak mati tetap perangai sama. Like those kind of things, he hurled these kind of words to me when I was going through so many emotions, so many like mental, like my state was, I was really, really low, and this is what you're giving me, you know.
What's your parents' take during this process of the divorce?
Oh, okay. Okay, my family, the good thing about them, they always never masuk campur. They have always never encouraged unless I ask for help. And I'm the type, I'm very independent. You know, don't worry about me. I can settle my shit, you know. But this time, like, I've told my mom, like, I think this time is real. I really want a divorce, you know. Then, to the extent, she's like, you know what, whatever you decide, you know, me and Ayah will support you. Your adik-beradik will always be here for you to support.
I mean, they really understand the situation. That's why they respect your decision.
Yes, because they see how I suffered through the years. Through my pregnancy, you know, all these years that I've suffered, they have always been there, but not enabling me like, you know, you should get a divorce. They have never said that. Yeah, it has always, the decision has to come from me. Yeah. So when I reconcile again, they always have just supported. Yeah, but this time is like, you know, like I say, you know, I think I'm done. Then I say, so macam mana? I don't want him in the house, you know, because he continues with all this shit. It's very stressful for me, but I cannot let you take care of him because kat rumah you need to move me. Move me to the wheelchair, go to the toilet, shower me, then bring me out. And then my mom is already 70-year-old back then. She's not working out back then. Yeah, so she's very weak. Her knees are very weak and whatnot. Then on top of that, she still have to take care of me like I'm a baby still, you know. So the fact that she said, kau jangan risau, ibu akan jaga kau. Do what you need to do. So I was like,
they really supported your decision.
Yes, they really supported me even physically, even they know.
But it's still very tough though with the condition, the person are going to go through divorce and you have kids as well and you kena jaga.
I have 4
Can I say that is one of the lowest point in your life? I think in terms of mentally, physically.
That is one of the most lowest because I've left alone in the room. And my kids don't sleep with me because takut terkena my injuries, right? So I've always been left in the room like for months. I think about 2 months in the room, sleeping on my own. I couldn't sleep at night. Wow, the feeling is just like you're tired but you couldn't sleep. It's like you keep on asking, like, no, Ya Allah, what like maybe whatever I did back then.
Is it a punishment?
Is this my punishment?
With these things that you're going through in your that point on the face of your life, and what gave you the strength? Macam, you know, to be strong and plan for the next thing. Mana you dapat kekuatan tu?
Wow, honestly, I felt like no one's gonna help you. You know, no one's going to, as much as people can show you support, at the end of the day, it has to come from you. Yeah, so I've always felt like, you know what, everything happens for a reason. I always felt like everything happens for a reason. Maybe this happens so that, you know, a lot of other doors will open, you know. So I felt that drives me to, like, you know, do what you can control. That is always what I think. Do what you can control and leave what you can't. So that's what pushed me. Of course, my kids, my family, the support they have always given me, my friends, my support system is strong. So I felt that because of that, like, people could support you, like, jangan jadi kedia, just, you know, like, even though you are wheelchair bound, do something. I started doing my own rehab at home. I'm like, you know what, doctor, bullshit your 9 months.
Then berapa lama tu you start back to be active?
About 1.5 months, I start to stand on my own already. Stand on my own. And then I did rehab. I did, like, shoulder press on the bed, just to strengthen my left arm because my right arm tinggal sakit, right?
Yeah.
So I have all the videos. Actually, I took all my videos of recovery. Like I moved myself like to the wheelchair and then did my exercises. Like I didn't give up on a day to day. I take one day at a time. That is really
A
where.
very slow progress.
Yes, a lot of people macam take one day at a time.
I want to talk about fitness. What inspires you to go into fitness actually? Bila tu dia start into fitness? Because jarang-jarang lah, we see women into fitness, right?
Yep.
Like
So,
when it started sebenarnya?
when I had my third child. So, because remember my husband keeps on cheating, right? So he always provide the reason why. So reason being like I'm not taking care of myself. I'm fat. Then
Which you were fat that point of time?
I look like makcik canteen, bro.
Makcik kantin offline
Makcik canteen, yes. Makcik canteen offline. Wah, teruk. So I was like, betul lah apa dia cakap. Like I was looking at myself in the mirror. I wasn't even like, wow, this is bad. I'm not doing anything. So there's no such thing as once you get married, everything's gonna be okay. He will accept you for who you are. Bullshit lah. Like I've experienced that myself. So that's when I felt like, I am gonna take things into my own hands. I gotta protect my assets. So that's when it pushes me. Then the more people say that you can't, the more I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna show you. Yeah. Because throughout my journey, I have trainers telling me, they're talking about supplements. I'm taking this. Then I was like, kepo lah, like interested. I just started my fitness journey. Then like, so what should I take? Alah, kau tak payah lah. Kau baru start, kau ambil fish oil je. I tell
really
you
look down on you,
that really, that is core memory. I really remember up till today. Then they even show me an example, like a client comes in, like macam customer come in, saying that, I am very insecure with my tummy, but I want to start exercising. Then they use me as an example, but make me so demoralized. Like, hey, don't worry. See, Mariam, look at her tummy, quite the same, but she still work out. Like, apa maksud korang sia,
Tapi the fitness for women are different tau. Macam some people they just nak just be in shape. Ada just nak kurus.
Yes.
I notice yours is more macam powerlifting, really into the gym physics.
Yeah, that is after. Initially is nak kurus. I just want the tummy to be gone.
Okay.
Yeah, so like ada ideal body lah. I want a nice butt and also like a slim tummy. But to build that without the excess of a proper nutrition, I felt that I worked out for that 1 year. My workout was just a waste because I eating lesser than 1,000 calories. How you want to grow?
True.
Yeah. So that's when I'm like, and that's when I start to figure out, I start to find out. Then luckily I have like trainers, those male trainers actually help me out. Actually kau try ni, kau makan ni, kau nak kena makan lebih. You need carbs, you need to grow your butt. So,
but even throughout the process, the effort of you to try to change the look of you, your ex-husband pun tak macam appreciate lah.
Dia tak pernah macam like how to say, dia tak pernah macam show like a sense of like macam jealousy ke, you need to macam tak kisah, dia macam suka hati kau nak buat apa. Yeah, but I've changed. But I have been so independent to the extent that I don't ask for his macam approval. Yeah. So macam the things that he does I really don't respect him anymore. Yeah.
That's why technically you feel that the marriage ni dah macam meaningless lah.
Meaningless. I felt that I am the breadwinner of the family. Like very dominant in the family. Yeah. So.
But dia macam ada hikmah juga because of that negative remarks from him.
Yes.
Made you to become a fitness.
Yes. Yeah. So I'm thankful for all these negative remarks actually because for every time I felt that. Asal aku put myself in this shit sia. Penat sia, I have to keep showing up in the gym. But then it gives me back like this kind of negative remarks always just hunt me again. Because if at that point of time the mindset still very negative. The mindset still macam aku nak kurus, aku nak tunjuk kat orang. I'm doing things for people. Yeah.
Correct.
But eventually, when I start to like start to see results, then I got into my fourth pregnancy, and I still doing deadlifts during my pregnancy and all that. So I'm still working out during my pregnancy. Then I see differences. Like I don't feel the heartburn, I don't feel lower back pain, I'm walking as per normal, I don't waddle like penguin during my pregnancy throughout. Even like at 9 months, I'm still doing my sumo deadlifts and all these.
Oh.
Yeah. I have videos also if you want to see.
Sumo deadlift,
yes. Pasal dah tak boleh buat deadlift pasal besar apa. So sumo deadlift is the best when you are pregnant. So I'm still doing that, strengthening. So I felt like macam wow, I'm unstoppable lah. Even when I'm pregnant, I actually can do this.
So dah rasa macam addicted to exercising.
Not say macam wow addicted, but my point of view changed. Like I don't do this for other people anymore.
Okay, so
Yeah.
after the divorce, how do you feel?
Wow. I felt so light. I felt like there's this whole bunch of burden just lifted. I felt the same with my kids because I felt that I have always been taking care of the kids, like you are never there, but you were there just for this additional stress for emotion and mental. So when you're no longer there, I feel free.
But right now, technically at the point of time, you are a single mom.
Yeah.
So, how do you juggle your fitness, being a single mom, and then you cope with your work? How you manage all that?
Okay, so on top of my personal training, freelance personal trainer, I also do part-time retail. Yeah, this is for CPF and all that
Yeah,
lah.
of course.
Yeah, so and then on top of that, juggling the kids, but I have a lot of help from my parents. And then the kids also, they're primary school, then in childcare. So I felt like I still have time for myself. Yeah, so I felt that I can juggle. Then I plan my days of the week accordingly.
I see.
Yes.
I want to talk about PT because this is what interests me. You went through injuries.
Yes.
You went through discrimination about your body and
Yes.
everything. And sekarang you help and motivate people into their weight goals.
Yes.
Do you really macam feel that you don't want them, I mean like you can have that connection with them knowing that you have went through all this, right? I feel that the help will be more sincere. Do you
Yes.
really enjoy doing
Yes,
this PT?
that's the reason why I went into this, because I felt that I have gone through different aspects like pregnancy, prenatal, postnatal, depression. So all this I have already gone through that a lot of people are struggling with, especially like weight loss. Their mindset is always about like the less I eat, the more weight I will lose. Little did they know it's the other way around. Macam all this I have already experienced through whatever I've learned through different PTs, to different kind of friends, to the fitness industry. I felt that, you know what, I think I'm going to take my PT cert and then get myself certified and do like reach out to people who have been where I am, where I was.
Correct.
So I want them to know that it is okay to take things gradually, because I felt that anything gradual will become a habit, anything drastic will not last.
Yeah, true.
Yes.
Correct.
Yeah.
But can I also ask, is this also part of a distraction whenever you're facing with stress? Because you mentioned that you pernah ada depression.
Yes.
Whatever you do right now, can I say that, is this a distraction to overcome your stress? You know, you
It
rasa
could
down ni
be
semua.
called like a coping mechanism, but at the same time, it's very fulfilling to see how happy people actually turn out for gym. Usually people not happy. Coming to the gym is a chore to them.
Correct.
Like that's how I see throughout the years. Because I see different kind of trainers. Other trainers very sincere. Other trainers nak duit. Other trainers like, I'm just doing this for a job. It's my job. So I see different kind of trainers.
Correct.
Yeah. So I know what is the impact on different trainers on their clients. So I know that coming to the gym itself is a chore. So I don't want that my clients to feel that way. I want you to enjoy your session. So I felt that it's very fulfilling, and also it's an achievement. So I felt that it gives me that sense of achievement and fulfillment.
Yep.
makes me happy lah.
Yeah, of course. Because one of the best way for us to make money when you make people happy.
Yeah.
Macam it's not about the money, but making someone happy, you will feel proud of yourself as well lah.
Exactly.
And recently also your video went viral.
Okay.
Yeah, you were working out with your mom.
Yes.
And then it went viral. And it's so sweet to see anak train mak, and your mom is how old?
72.
And dia boleh
Deadlift.
deadlift
She deadlifting 54 kg, guys. 54.
It's amazing. I know it went viral. I also saw that video and I was like, I didn't expect your mom to be 72. I thought she looks way younger than 72. And I believe that your relationship with your parents are still going strong. But I think you have went through a lot lah. Means daripada your troubled teenage life, you know, your marriage, your health.
My health, yes.
And what we can see over here, the positive side in you where you don't give up. But I want to backtrack a bit because you mentioned that you went to a solo trip bila you were having a hard time during your marriage, kan?
Yeah, I got to know when he cheated, then I went to solo.
But dia macam gini, like some people bila dorang going through hardships, the thing is you have already experienced jahil, club,
yes,
drugs or whatsoever lah.
yes.
Why solo trip? You could have, aku dah pergi club aku nak minum, aku nak mabuk.
I cannot jeopardize my kids. You know, like the worst is, I think about how people have kids but still take drugs, then going in and out of the
Yep.
leaving the kids. I cannot imagine that for my kids.
Yeah.
I really cannot. I felt like I could not leave them behind.
Yeah.
You know, like for a long period of time. So I felt that solo trip itself, actually, it's like I want to go somewhere that, you know, like I really love, which is Japan. So the reason why I don't go to all this is just the look of my kids' face if I were to be caught or anything. You can never, a lot of people macam kadang-kadang, alah, you know, sikit-sikit je, you know,
Sekali je.
sekali je.
Correct.
But what if that sekali kena tangkap? Tak
Tu yang orang macam willing to take the risk.
Yeah, it's the risk I cannot take.
Yeah, I mean, we have almost come to that episode. One takeaways that I really enjoy listening and, you know, knowing that she mentioned this. Bad things usually, there are things that kita akan diuji along the way.
Yeah.
But one thing that she mentioned, things happen for a reason.
Things happen for a reason. As cliche as it sounds, it's the truth.
Correct.
Yes.
It's how you overcome it and be better when you handling the situation, the ujian ni semua. But again, macam some people tak boleh terima when dorang diuji.
Yes, macam kenapa aku? Kenapa si aku?
Then lepas tu they start to blame people and eventually dorang makin teruk.
Yes.
Because dorang punya mindset dah rasa macam aku hidup dah macam gini kan, dah rosakkan terus.
Yes.
You could have choose to just don't care about your health, your fitness, just baring aja, be bedridden, not working out. But the perseverance, you have the strength for you to move on. Do you have any advice for people out there who are going through macam, you know, hardship lah, regardless lah, marriage, you know, problems in ni semua. What are your words of encouragement you have for them in terms of how can they rebuild back their life after losing so much?
Wow. Honestly, you have to take accountability of yourself. You know, at the end of the day, you versus you. You do things for yourself, and when you yourself gets better, everything else will follow. Because if you keep on saying or blaming others around you, you are not taking accountability of things that happens in your life.
Yes.
So, of course, kita believe yang Allah, you know, whatever happens, ujian, we have to stick to that. But at the same time, like I always say, do things that you can control. Leave whatever you can. Because what's the point? If something you couldn't control, then you keep on pressing on it.
Yep.
There's no results.
Yeah.
So you press on things that you can control. Yeah.
Correct. And I think as when you get wiser, when you grow, I think you make better decisions in life.
Exactly.
Because memang kita nak kena go through all this so that we can make better decisions lah. Because kalau kita tak diuji, macam mana kita nak tahu kekuatan kita,
Correct.
kelemahan kita.
The experience itself.
Exactly, because some experience can be very expensive. But
Exactly.
but it can be very worth it for
Yes.
the future, kan?
Yeah, because if you dwell upon it, sampai bila?
Yeah.
Leave it behind, keep moving forward.
Correct. Because as you guys can know, you heard for yourself, she went through a lot. But whatever it is, the hardship, the struggle she went through, three things she did. She reset, she restart, and she rebuilt. So thank you so much again, Mariam, for
Thank
coming
you.
over and sharing your inspiring stories. I mean, if you guys, for the ladies, even for the men, kalau korang nak cari PT, kalau korang nak really want to work out, you guys can actually reach out. How can they find you? Actually?
Oh, you can go to my Instagram at GymBaddiesSG.
At Jim?
Baddy SG. Gym Baddy.
Oh, Jim Baddy.
Gym Baddy SG.
Dia sepatutnya Jim Buddy, tapi jadi Jim Baddy.
Baddy. Kira you are a baddie.
Yeah, I think you can
Catchy
also.
sikit lah.
Yeah, I think some of you guys pun dah nampak lah the viral video where she train her mom. Jangan kasi malu lah. 72 boleh angkat, takkan korang tak,
Tak
boleh.
apa. Korang kita
One,
individual
join
have
lah, angkat
individual
lah.
have our individual struggle. So if you're
Yeah.
shy, you can just reach out to me. I'll be more than happy to assist you.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So hopefully guys, you guys can have some takeaways from these stories. So again, one more time, as you guys know, whatever it is, korang susah macam mana, ujian apa-apa yang korang lalui, is never the end. Whatever it is, just reset, restart, and rebuild. We'll see you guys in the next episode with that settle.